Have you ever lain in bed, staring at the ceiling, and suddenly found yourself replaying a conversation from earlier in the day? The words, the tone, the pauses, they loop endlessly in your mind, sometimes leaving you unsettled, sometimes making you laugh at yourself. It's a curious experience, one that almost everyone has had, yet few truly understand. Why does your brain do this? Why does it seem that in the quiet of night, every word you said or heard suddenly gains weight? Tonight, we're going to explore the fascinating science behind why your brain replays conversations at night and why this nightly rerun might be more important than you realize. It starts with a simple truth. Your brain never really stops working. Even when you close your eyes, even when you're deep in sleep, it's constantly processing, analyzing, and organizing. During the day, your mind is bombarded with stimuli, sounds, images, interactions, emotions. Most of this flurry of information is filtered, sorted, and stored. But some of it, particularly conversations that stirred your emotions or made you think deeply, lingers. At night, when the distractions fade, these lingering threads come to the surface. Your mind starts to replay them. But there's more than just idle curiosity at play. Scientists suggest that these nocturnal replays are part of a larger cognitive process. One function seems to be memory consolidation. During sleep, particularly the phase known as slow-wave sleep, the brain is actively organizing and strengthening memories. Conversations often contain emotionally charged information or new perspectives, making them more likely to be tagged as significant. By replaying them, your brain is rehearsing, reinforcing, and filing them away for future recall. Emotions are another critical factor. Have you ever noticed that arguments or tense discussions tend to replay more vividly than mundane exchanges? That's no coincidence. The amygdala, the brain's emotional center, interacts closely with the hippocampus, which manages memory. When a conversation triggers strong feelings, whether excitement, guilt, embarrassment, or curiosity, these areas light up. The emotional intensity acts like a spotlight, making certain dialogues impossible to forget. The night, with its silence and lack of competing stimuli, offers the perfect environment for this emotional playback. Interestingly, not all replayed conversations are about negative emotions. Positive experiences, like a heartfelt compliment or a deep connection with a friend, can also loop in your mind. In fact, some researchers suggest that this process might contribute to problem-solving and creativity. By mentally revisiting past interactions, your brain is exploring different angles, rehearsing potential responses, and testing social strategies. Sometimes, insights emerge hours after the original conversation, seemingly out of nowhere. That sudden clarity you experience late at night, that could be your brain giving you the gift of reflection. There's also a subtle psychological element at work. Humans are inherently social creatures, wired to understand and navigate complex interactions. Every conversation carries layers of meaning, verbal cues, tone, body language, social hierarchy, personal intent. Replaying conversations can be a way for the brain to analyze these subtleties, searching for hidden signals or lessons. It's almost like running a mental simulation of social dynamics, an exercise that sharpens intuition and prepares you for future encounters. Yet, for some, this nightly replay can feel burdensome, even exhausting. When conversations turn into obsessive loops, questioning what was said, what could have been said differently, or wondering if you made a mistake, it can interfere with sleep. This phenomenon is often called rumination. The difference between beneficial reflection and rumination lies in control. Reflection is thoughtful and constructive, while rumination is repetitive and intrusive. Understanding this distinction is key to harnessing the nighttime replay without letting you rob you of rest. Now here's a fascinating twist. Recent studies hint that the content of these mental replays is influenced by your individual priorities and concerns. For example, someone facing a challenging decision might find conversations relevant to that decision replaying more frequently. Similarly, social anxieties can make certain exchanges echo in the mind as the brain attempts to anticipate and rehearse better outcomes. It's as if your subconscious is using the night to run a personalized simulation tailored to your life's immediate needs. And there's more to the story. Sleep itself isn't uniform, it's a cycle. Certain stages, like REM sleep, are associated with dreaming, emotional processing, and creativity. If a conversation replays during REM, it might merge with dream content, creating surreal, sometimes symbolic renditions of real events. Have you ever dreamed about a discussion you had earlier, only to find it strangely distorted, yet emotionally accurate? That's your brain experimenting with the information, connecting dots that your conscious mind might never consider. But why do some conversations replay over and over, while others fade almost instantly? Experts believe it's a combination of emotional intensity, personal significance, and novelty. Our brains are naturally drawn to experiences that challenge us, surprise us, or leave a mark on our sense of identity. Conversations that are routine, predictable, or emotionally flat are far less likely to occupy the nocturnal stage of our minds. In contrast, dialogue that resonates, irritates, or enlightens is remembered and revisited with remarkable persistence. It's also worth considering the role of self-perception. Late-night replay often involves a subtle form of self-analysis. Did I say the right thing? Did I handle that poorly? Did I come across authentically? These internal critiques are a way for the brain to tune social behavior, to optimize how we present ourselves and respond to others. While it may feel uncomfortable at times, this self-evaluation can ultimately strengthen social skills and emotional intelligence. Now, here's a fascinating question. Could these nightly mental replays actually be beneficial for emotional healing? Some researchers suggest they can. By mentally revisiting a challenging conversation, the brain has a chance to process unresolved feelings, explore forgiveness, or reframe negative experiences. It's like a private rehearsal for emotional recovery, allowing the mind to gradually come to terms with what happened. Over time, this process may reduce stress and enhance resilience.
Let's pause for a moment and consider something intriguing. Not all replayed conversations are conscious. Many happen at a level we're barely aware of. You might wake up in the morning with an unexpected insight about something you discussed the night before, and the experience feels spontaneous. But in reality, your brain has been silently working, analyzing, and rehearsing solutions while you slept. It's a reminder that our minds are constantly active, even when we feel still. There's also a neurological perspective to consider. The brain's default mode network, a system active during rest and introspection, appears to play a central role in these nighttime reflections. This network becomes more engaged when the mind isn't focused on external tasks, making sleep, lying in bed, or quiet moments prime opportunities for conversation replay. The network supports self-referential thinking, memory integration, and planning, which explains why certain exchanges replay with such vivid detail. But here's something that might reframe the way you think about these nightly loops. They're not necessarily a sign of something wrong. In fact, they may indicate a healthy, active brain. Replaying conversations can reflect curiosity, social intelligence, and emotional processing. It's your mind's way of making sense of complex human interactions, of seeking understanding, and even of learning from mistakes without external instruction. Of course, the frequency and intensity of these mental replays vary. Some people experience them almost nightly, while others rarely notice them. Factors like stress, personality traits, social engagement, and sleep quality all play a part. For those prone to anxiety or perfectionism, the loop can be more persistent. For others, it might be fleeting or focused on positive interactions. Understanding your own patterns can offer insights into your mind and your emotional priorities. Now, if you've ever wished you could control or even harness these replays, there are subtle strategies worth considering. Journaling before bed, for example, can give your mind a chance to offload lingering thoughts, making replay more intentional and less intrusive. Mindfulness and relaxation techniques can help reduce rumination, allowing reflection to feel calmer and more constructive. Some even suggest visualizing conversations with an aim toward understanding or problem-solving, rather than self-critique. While these methods won't stop your brain from working at night, they can guide the process toward clarity rather than stress. As we near the end, consider this. The next time a conversation replays in your mind, it's not a nuisance or a flaw. It's your brain engaging in a complex dance of memory, emotion, and reflection. It's a process that helps you grow, understand, and even heal. The quiet of night offers a canvas, and your mind paints upon it with the colors of your experiences, thoughts, and feelings. Sometimes the strokes are messy, sometimes they're illuminating, but always they are a reflection of your inner life. So, tonight, when you find yourself replaying words that were spoken, imagine it as more than just idle thought. See it as your mind processing the world, weaving the past into insights for tomorrow, and rehearsing the endless play of human connection. And perhaps, with a little patience and awareness, these nighttime replays can become less frustrating and more fascinating, a testament to the intricate workings of the human brain. If this exploration sparks something for you, take a moment to reflect. Share a conversation that's been looping in your mind in the comments below. Sometimes just naming it aloud helps the mind find closure. If you found value in this deep dive into our nightly thought patterns, please like this video and subscribe for more explorations into how our minds truly work. And remember, your brain may keep talking at night, but it's all part of the extraordinary story of you.